Hello VC, it's Pete the Tripping Gnome here. I thought I'd do a little demo of how I'm finding duplicates in my record collection. Um, I've been collecting for a few years now, and recently I've received records I'd given away years ago back, quite a few of them, and a couple of other bins full of records, so I've ended up with an awful lot of duplicates stacked away, and my shelves are starting to get a little bit full. So I'm going to do a Discogs pull, and I'm going to use LibreOffice Calc to try to find all the duplicates that I've got. Now this should work so long as you have a listing that has the catalog number, the band name or artist name, and the album name. You should be able to import that into LibreOffice and just follow along trying to do the same thing. Well, enjoy, and hopefully what I come up with is actually useful to some people. Stay tuned right after this. Okay, log into Discogs and click on the export button, then click on the collection button and hit the download export. A little while later, an email will show up telling you your export's ready. Click on that and download your export file to your computer. Okay, once you've extracted the CSV file from the zip file you downloaded from Discogs, just double click the CSV file. That should start LibreOffice Calc. The separator is a comma in this file, so make sure that's selected and just let it go. That should bring up LibreOffice. Next, select all the columns. You're going to want to set a usable column width for the first, at least for the first 3 columns. For me, 3 inches worked pretty good. And then you want to select columns A, B, and C. Do a copy, go down to the plus sign, generate a new sheet, and just paste them in. Then you're going to want to select the next 3 columns, make them wide enough to use for what you're going to be doing with them. In this case, about 1.5 inches should do. Okay, at this point, you're going to want to select the first 3 columns you copied over again. Go to Data and Sort. And we're going to be sorting them in columns B, C, and A in that order. So column B, column C, and column A. Right, we're going to be sorting them in columns B, C, and A. Go over to Options, and you want to select that you do have headings or column labels, so you don't use the first column in your, or first row in your sort. Okay, once that's done, I want to go down below into the description where I've saved a couple of formulas for you to copy and paste. The first formula is for column D, row 2. Just copy that and paste it in. The next one goes to column E, row 2. Copy that and paste it in. And the last one, obviously, is for column F, row 2. Paste it in. Then you're going to want to pick those 3 rows you just copied to, column D2, E2, and F2. Do a copy. Hold down on column D, row 3, and hold Shift. Oops, haha, I held down the wrong key. And go down to the bottom of your data. In my case, it's a couple of thousand rows, or 1,500 rows I've got here. overshot just a little. Want to make sure you're pasting all three columns across, and just do a paste. You can see it's started to work already. Now I did just a little bit of color formatting for those columns, so to make them easier to pick out. So just go to Format, Conditional, and you want to set a condition. For the first one, you want to pick, the word original with quotes. The quotes are important, otherwise it tries to operate on a column heading. And create a new style. You want to set the background color. And for my originals, I'm going to pick green. So that's done. The next row over, I'll do very similar. Set a condition. And this row is called duplicate name with quotes, of course. And once again, we're going to do a set a condition for the background color. On the duplicate names, I'm going to put it into I don't know, pick a nice one. A light orangey, I guess. And for the final one, let me find one. There we are. For the different catalog number, so you want to operate on row F now. Conditional again. Pretty well identical to what we've done before. This time we're going to pick a, I don't know, a darker orangey red, whatever, doesn't matter. Just a differentiator so you can see which row's got what in it. And what this has done, it's found all the groups of albums that have multiples of the same album name. So the first one's labeled the original of the stack. Then it's found any duplicate names. These are identical names. And as in the one I found over here, you have an identical name, but the catalog number is different. So here, as you can see, this is the original of the stack. It was a duplicate name, but it does have a different catalog number. So it's a different pressing, or different issue of the same album. If you just have stacks of original name and duplicate names, it's the identical, very identical album. We're almost done. I mean, I've made a few calculations at the bottom just to add things up to find out how many of each thing I've had. Copy some formulas into almost any column except A. So the first formula, just paste it in. And you can use the description as a title for what that was. You don't want to put anything in column A after that or it'll get counted. Just copy that list of 5 columns of all the different formulas I've created down below. There we go. This is the scary one because this is showing that I currently have 203 duplicates in my list of albums. 31 of those duplicates have different catalog numbers. This is the number of actual duplicates, not including variations. You can go totally nuts with these spreadsheets. And the final one is the number of unique albums I have in my collection. At least that I have cataloged in my collection. All right, so long, bye-bye, and see you around on that Tubi thing.